Down we go and up we come back, and who knows where we're going to end. What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Daily Update for Monday, January the 11th. And, of course, this update is being brought to you by our friends at the CTG Group. That's our futures and commodities brokers. I do have other brokers, but this is who I use and choose for my letter of direction trading, and they're the only authorized broker that can trade my signals. So if you would like to get some more information, especially about some of their managed futures projects, reach out to the CTG Group or email me and I'll send you a link for them. In the meantime, it was ugly overnight, and it got uglier this morning with the NASDAQ down over 200, the Dow down over 300. But suddenly they've decided that there are some buyers coming back here, and we've come back about a little bit more than 50% of the way. Where we're going to end up here, I don't know today. I mean, it's pretty wild, but certainly the selling pressure was not a big ordeal. You expect that. We just made new highs on Friday. You're going to see pullbacks. If you remember last Monday, we were down 1,000 at one point before we got a big rally. So we're still long. I mean, that has not changed, but overall, we'll see where it ends up. I mean, we're certainly on the cusp, and I will certainly say that the next real big move is going to be lower, but it doesn't mean that we can't grind higher for an extended period of time before we have the big meltdown. There is no idea when that's going to happen. So for now, we're long. In the metals, now we reversed this today or last night, depending on, when you do it. Gold and silver. We're now short gold and silver, still long platinum, but that platinum's under pressure. Gold and silver are slightly higher. Probably right now is about where we reversed at. Okay, but they are higher, which is you expect after, a $65 or $70 down move in gold on Friday. You expect a little bit of a retracement. So we are now short gold and silver, still long platinum, but down day today would probably flip platinum over as well. The bond markets are lower once again. We are short along with the notes. Now, it's interesting that they keep going down because, again, with interest rates, but at the wholesale level or the Fed funding rate, the rates are still zero. But the banks are starting to ease up higher. And I think the bond markets are telling us that there's going to be some pretty significant inflation that the Fed will no longer be able to hide, which they've done so successfully for so many years now. Oil is back and forth. Okay, it's higher right now. It is back and forth on both sides. Again, it's hard to watch and it's hard to stomach, especially knowing that OPEC is behind all this. Copper is getting hammered. Oh my goodness gracious! It's down one day. It's down almost $1. So I mean, it's a pretty big move. But after the rally it's had, a sell-off is not a surprise. Nat gas is a touch lower, and the dollar is flying higher once again, which is that is a little bit of a fear gauge. People run to, or countries run to, the U.S. dollar for safety, considering we are still the reserve currency. So again, the overall picture is, it looks murky. Certainly a big sell-off would not be a surprise, nor would it do any major damage here. But we could certainly get a rally today. So it's hard to grasp where they're going to go from here. Okay. And the grains, they've been very volatile as well. Now, we are still long grains across the board, but at the moment, corn is on both sides of unchanged. It's lower now. Soybeans were up about 12, 13 cents. Now they're down about 5, but they were down about 12 or 13 cents. So it's been the roller coaster or volatility. Wheat has been, again, probably a 12-cent range, 6 up, 6 down as well. We still love them. I mean, right now, until further notice, grains are a buy anytime they pull back to a support level. The meats are all slightly lower. Nothing dramatic. We are short feeders, long fat cattle or live cattle, and long hogs. But again, they look great in my opinion. I think that you're going to see a very similar move eventually once everything settles out, and a big spike up as we saw in the grain markets. And the softs, it's basically down across the board. Okay, now we're long cotton, it is lower. We are long OJ, it is lower. We are long coffee. Oh, you can vault that. That's getting hammered. Okay, we're long sugar, which is the one bright spot, is higher, and we're short cocoa, which is lower. So that works out well. But again, overall, As you know, I don't put anything into one day. I don't think about it. I watch and I trade normal, and my positions are my positions from the algorithms, and that's where we go. Okay, so let's see what happens. Again, just remember, know your exits, be patient, and pick your spots. In the meantime, don't forget about our other brokerage partner. And again, I do have other brokers, but Tradier. Okay, Tradier for equities and options. And look, I can just say this. They've got 4 reasons that Tradier is unbelievable. Number 1, $10 a month commission. That's the biggest. Okay. Number 2, a great customer service. Number 3, we've got their APIs and we have automated everything. And that is, the automation is a choice of the member. Nobody has to automate if they don't choose to. We make it available, okay, if you'd like to. And the broker that we're using for that is Tradier. And of course, on Saturday, we had a great options training session. And this Saturday coming, the 16th, will be session number 2. So I say to you, again, it's free. If you want to learn how to trade options, I'm teaching it, okay? Our partners at Family Farms, what great partners, and they're so good. And it's so hard for me to sit and not be able to get out and be with my people and talk to them and share the things that we want to do, because again, the ones that our members are doing great, locking in profits, locking in higher bases every day. So it's been great. And of course, our commodity report with Andy Hecht. What can I tell you? It's an awesome report. He's on the Monday call with me every Monday now, and you can hear what he has to say and understand exactly where he's coming from, but tied together with our algorithms. It's called Technomental at BUBBATrading.com. And don't forget about our high school program at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. And of course, tonight is the national championship. We had a pretty good day in football yesterday, except for the Steelers stink. But in the meantime, we have a pretty good big game tonight. Alabama against Ohio State. We're going to take the 9 points with Ohio State and make a wager there, because I think they probably have a chance and they could win the game. Although Alabama is the better team, no question about it. But we are going to go with the Buckeyes from Ohio. In the meantime, have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow with another Bubba's Daily Update.